Post-game, NJIT victorious over Binghamton 75-70. We're with assistant coach Aaron Gratch. And coach, so much to take in tonight, an outstanding victory. I got to ask you first, at any point did you realize that Alejandra Zuniga had 31 points, or did you have to wait for this to realize she had 31 points tonight?
I knew she was having a great game. I didn't know she was up to 31, and I had to get this for confirmation. I knew she was in the high 20s at one point, especially when she hit that three over there on the left wing. But to see this, I didn't know that she crossed the 30-point line, which is huge. I wonder when the last time we had somebody with over 30.
You got to go back to 2008. Jessica Gerald, who's considered an all-timer in women's basketball here at NJIT, and for Alejandra Zuniga to match Jessica Gerald, that's impressive. And it's not like it's just been a one-time thing. Obviously, the 30 points, what an unbelievable night. But now 13 of her last 14 games with 10 or more points. She has just been red hot. The maturation just continues game after game after game. I'm sure you and the rest of the coaching staff feel it. You have found a gem here in Alejandra Zuniga.
Absolutely. And like you said, she's been progressing each game. And what she's been able to do is kind of like learn from each game and do little things that maybe she struggled with. She's already starting to be able to put that into some improvements. And you can see it in her game that she's starting to do a little bit better each game. And, I mean, be able to cap it today on 31 points after 18 shots, going 8 for 8 from the line, and that big pull-up going left there at the end, which kind of sealed the deal. That was awesome to see.
She was unbelievable tonight, too, but there were also some great supporting characters as well, too, in this story. Trinity Williams with the double-double. Kenna Squire with 15 points. I mean, even with getting some other assisted points from Grace Plummer, of course, Aria doing what she's done, Reese with a three-pointer, and then, of course, even seeing Avery get in there mix, Kendall and Maria, and so on and so forth. A collective effort to help support Alejandra. Was that the game plan you knew coming into tonight against a physical team, realizing that, hey, everyone has to do their part in order to win this game?
Correct. It was probably hoping a little bit more balanced scoring.
Okay.
But when you got someone with a hot hand like that, you got to ride it. But, yeah, like you mentioned, with these other kids kind of stepping up and doing their part, whether it was scoring or whether it was anything else, they did their part. I mean, Grace playing 36 minutes, putting the big 4 rebounds, the big 5 points. Her 3 in the first half and her nice drive going left were big. And then her defensive assignments and the plays that she made down the stretch were also very, very big. And I can't remember the last time she was close to that many minutes, but she did a great job.
When you look at Binghamton, obviously they have some players that are of something to be of certain. Danae Bowman certainly did not disappoint tonight. Missing last game, she came in and was certainly someone you had to prepare for, even though not knowing that if she was going to play tonight. But I did want to ask you, not in addition to her, but number 3, Ella Wanzer, because Ella scored 26 against you up in Binghamton. How much were those two really the forefront of your game planning, realizing, hey, if we're going to win this game, we need to do what we can to slow these two down?
Correct. I mean, those are the 2 priority kids. I mean, Bowman coming in, she's the 4th leading scorer in the entire American East. So we knew we had to try to be able to slow her down. She does a great job being able to get to the rim, and it's just trying to put ourselves in the best position to challenge her shots to make it tougher for her, because we know she wants to get right. We know she wants to try to get to the paint. Wanzer also, I know, is making the most 3-point shots per game in the conference. So we definitely wanted to make sure we were forcing her off the arc to try to be able to challenge her to make shots some other kind of ways. And she's good enough to do it. We just wanted to make sure we were taking away her number 1 option, which is what we felt like we did a pretty good job with during the game, because we didn't give up a 3 to her.
Oh, yeah. No, you were forcing her inside. She had to take some free throws to get a lot of her scoring here this evening as well, too. They played a lot of close games, Binghamton, and I know they are certainly a team that, like we said, you were going to come in. It was going to be a battle. It was going to be a lot to really go back and forth, and that's what it was throughout the whole entire time here tonight.
Yes.
But you think maybe to some of those games that you've played recently, the close one up in Maine, you were down by 18 against Bryant, able to win there. The close one here home here against UMBC. Do you feel like now your players are as battle-tested as you've seen them here throughout any point in this season?
100%, yeah, because you have to go through those experiences as a team to try to be comfortable and making sure, like, you have kids and could be able to make those big plays in those situations. Because as much as you want to try to practice those situations in practice, you can't try to get that kind of game feel intensity in practice. So the situations that we've been in throughout the year has only made us better, like down the stretch here. Like, none of the kids seem nervous. None of the kids seem to second-guess what they were going to be doing down the stretch at the end, which is why you saw the big shot from Kenna from 3, which is why you saw Alejandra's big shot going left. And Kenna had another short jumper over there from the left corner also. So we hit big shots at big times, made great defensive plays at the end, and there was like no fear in their eyes. So that was great to see. It does take time when you go through that transition of having a bunch of close games, but I think they've really learned. They're playing well, and we're doing the things at the right time of the season as we get these playoffs kind of at the light at the end of the tunnel right now.
You're sitting very nicely now in the 5th spot.
Yep.
Certainly, you can't get too far ahead, though, because, obviously you have to take care of your own business before you worry about what other teams are doing.
Correct.
But looking ahead now, 2 important road games coming up before you end the season here at home against University of Albany. But let's not worry about Bryant just yet. Vermont is certainly a team that has been of everybody's focus here in the America East. No one has figured them out, it seems like, in quite a while.
Yep.
What's the game plan? What's the work on practice over the next couple of days to give yourselves a mindset that you're going to say, hey, we're going to be the ones to figure them out, especially up at their place?
Yeah, no, that's a big challenge for us and a big goal for us as we head up there, and especially trying to get some of our pride back with the way they beat us here this year on our home floor. So we definitely want to go up there, be a little bit more aggressive, and try to see if we can push it to be more of a game. But we feel like the way we're playing right now, we'll be able to challenge what they do. And like I said, at this point in the season, we're playing just as good as we have all year. So I think we're going to be ready for it. I think the kids are ready for it, especially the way we've played over these past couple of weeks. They want that challenge to be able to go up there to one of the top teams in the league to be able to show that we're able to kind of compete, because we've been showing we can compete with everybody already.
Absolutely. Coach, always great seeing you here in this form. Let's do this hopefully again. Do you have the Albany one at the end? I mean, are we going to be able to chat after the Albany game, or is that somebody else on staff?
No, I got Vermont, so I got back-to-back.
So maybe I'll have to call you on the road after the road victory. And, hey, hopefully you get some well-deserved ice cream tonight.
I will.
Good.
I will.
That's fantastic. Coach Gratch, once again, thanks so much for joining us. 75-70 NJIT winners over Binghamton.